All right, guys, welcome to another live stream. Welcome to another live stream. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. All right, so BTC has hit an all-time high. It's at right now, currently, it's at 108. The all-time high, the last all-time high was hit in January, and now we've basically touched that all-time high briefly, which was 109. $882. So I think in January we reached 109, but we didn't go to 110. So it looks like BTC is on the verge of going to the next leg up. I'm looking at altcoins right now, and they're looking pretty good too. They're still trailing behind significantly. If we look at something like Ethereum, Ethereum's at 2,500, and usually Ethereum starts the altcoin season run, but I think it's going to be a little bit different this time because I think a lot of what goes into Ethereum has gone into Solana this cycle, but I still think Ethereum's going to hit like 8 to 10K this cycle. But right now it's just trailing behind. What I'm looking at, I'm seeing a lot of again the AI coins run up, more than others, like compared to the DeFi sector, compared to like meme coins and gaming. Gaming is still kind of trailing behind, but that AI crypto sector looks like it's holding steady pretty good. Okay, so let's see. Let's ask. Let's see, because I didn't look at the news, so I'm not sure if there was any news today that would have triggered this. I mean, obviously, again, just to lay out the landscape, we're a year after the halvening, right? The halvening happened in April of 2024. We're in May. We're getting close to June. So every year after the halvening is when we see that parabolic move. In BTC, it almost happens like clockwork, right? It happened back in 2017, 2021, and then I think the 4 year cycle before 2017 was around 2013, right? So it's been happening every cycle, and it looks like we're seeing it now. You see a lot of people on Twitter saying, "Oh, I see a lot of people trying to short BTC, and they're getting obliterated because BTC is squeezing through. It squeezed through 105, went to 107 pretty quickly, and now we're at 109. So I could see us getting to a new all-time high maybe later tonight or sometime later this week. We are going into Memorial Weekend, so people are going to be at home. I'm pretty sure they're going to be watching the price, especially people in crypto. So we're going to have a lot of eyes on the crypto market going into this weekend, being that it's a holiday weekend, right? Okay, so let's see if there was any news in the crypto market. Any news in the crypto market today to justify BTC price increase? All right. Let's ask ChatGPT because I didn't look at the news. Yeah, so Bitcoin, it says Bitcoin's price surge today, reaching a new all-time high of nearly 110, right? So 109,800, close to 110. U.S. regulatory development. So it says the advancement of the Bipartisan Genius Act aimed at establishing a regulatory framework for stablecoins has bolstered investor confidence. So yeah, they've been talking about this this bipartisan stablecoin regulatory framework that they're going to roll out, and it basically allows financial institutions, to have their own stablecoin, hold stablecoin on their balance sheet, and kind of get some regulatory framework around how we're going to go about taxing that, how can people use it, and so on and so forth. Two, institutional investment in ETF inflows. There has been a significant influx of capital into Bitcoin's focused exchange traded funds. So this has been true too. It's kind of been on and off. We'll have a month where we have a lot of cash, a lot of inflows in these ETFs, and months where it doesn't. But now we're kind of seeing it be consistent month after month. We're seeing this consistent inflow into these BTC ETFs, and that's affecting the price, right? There's only 21 million BTC, and if these firms continue to buy, that's a reason why the price is moving up. And if you remember, when these ETFs first came out last year, we didn't really see a price increase right away. We needed to wait a few months, but I mean it's been a year and some change since that's occurred, and I could see that accumulation of BTC is starting to hit the price. Then we also have companies like MicroStrategy where they continue to buy billions every week, and that's affecting the price as well. There's another company too. Let me put my. Oh, I didn't put my. Okay, cool. There's another company too. I forget, but trying to follow the same strategy as it's actually called Strategy now, MicroStrategy. They're trying to follow the same strategy as MicroStrategy, and basically buy BTC. And you're seeing that with public companies as well. I think Tesla has already been doing it. We're going to see, I think Microsoft kind of opted out not to put BTC. I think the board opted to not put BTC on their balance sheet. But I think over the years, we're going to see companies say, okay, instead of keeping all our money in cash, let's allocate some of our money into BTC so that way, we can hedge our money, right? We're not exposed to the deflation or well, the inflation of money, right? Your dollar being worth less because of inflation. Prices of goods go up, your dollar goes less further, right? So let's hold on to some BTC is basically what these companies are saying, and diversify our balance sheet, right? All right. And let me see anything else. Market dynamics, the combination of easing trade tensions. Again, too, that the whole China and U.S. stuff is kind of smoothing out. They're coming to agreement and stuff. We do still have like these other things going on, like this stuff in India and that whole thing. I think it's India and Pakistan. They're going through something right now with the Kashmir area. So yeah, I mean that and I think Ukraine and Russia are actually Ukraine and Russia are coming to some type of deal when it comes to a ceasefire. So it's like we paused on one conflict overseas, and then like this other thing in India and Pakistan continue to go on. And obviously there's other stuff, other conflicts too that I haven't mentioned, but I'm just talking about what's kind of being put out there, right, or on Front Street. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much it. But the crypto market looks great. I honestly think this is the next leg up. We're starting to see it in the price of BTC. We're starting to see altcoins move. So I think the bull market for crypto is starting to continue, and I think the next couple months should be good for prices, right? Okay, let me start a game, and we can begin. Maybe I'll do like 1 to 3 games, maybe, or just 2. We'll see. All right, all right, all right. And my score, like I said, 1088. I was all the way at 1200. It fell, and that's because I'm not reviewing my games. You need to review your games. I have the subscription, so you see this little diamond here by my username. So I have a subscription to chess.com. So after I finish the game, you'll have the ability to review. I'm not sure if I had the ability to review it without the subscription, but I think it gives you like more analysis of what you could have done in certain positions. All right, sorry, so it's my go. All right, let me focus on the game here. Then he's going to take this pawn. This is fine. Oh, he didn't take it. Let's go ahead and protect it. Maybe I'll just do one game. So I got some stuff to do after this, so probably just do one game. All right, let's get this out the way so we can start castling here. All right, roll this back. Bring that back down. If he does that. But yeah, there's a lot of people on Twitter that think that are actually shorting BTC, which is surprising. I would not be shorting, especially Bitcoin, right? I mean, we know Bitcoin's going to move up. It's going to reach an all-time high. Okay, this is what I'm going to do here. Open that up. And then move this here. And I got that pin. Yeah, I think I'm going to win this game pretty easy here. But yeah, there's a lot of people on Twitter. I keep saying Twitter. I know it's X, but who cares? And they basically are saying, oh, I want to short, or they're in short positions on BTC. They're using leverage and stuff like that because people just need to see the parabolic move. Until we get that, people are going to continue to think, oh, like it's not going to happen this cycle. All right, let's see. All right, so how do I get... Yeah, and he has to go there, and then that's pretty much it. Huh. Oh, I see what he's trying to do. Um... Actually, I think I could swing my rook over and it should be fine. No! I wanted to bring it to E1. Now it's gonna probably... Oh, my goodness. Oh, Lord. Oh, I think I'm good now. Yeah, I think he lost for sure. It's over now. Oop, battery. But yeah, it surprises me the amount of people that are still bearish, right? But again, I think those are a lot of traders, people that trade in the market, and they got to make money each and every day. So they're bearish, right? When you should not be. I think it's probably the worst time to be bearish on BTC, right? A year after the halvening, when we still haven't really had that parabolic move. I think it's just a recipe for you to lose a lot of money. Okay, yeah, this dude. Oh, he lost. What are you doing, man? Yeah, man. You lost, buddy. I knew that was over. All right, let me review it. I could tell, so I could see like when it was over for this guy. So he did E4. I did E5. He came out with his knight. And then did I bring out my knight to see? Yeah, I brought out my knight to protect my pawn. He brought that. Now, when he took this with his bishop, I thought he was going to come down and take this pawn right here. Because I think, what do I do here? I bring up my bishop, and he takes that. I take with the pawn. Now, I thought he was going to come down with the knight, but he didn't do that. So he castles. When he did that, I bring my pawn from d7 up to protect the pawn on e5. And then from there, I develop my knight. He attacks. I bring my bishop back. I castle. And let's see. So he does that. Okay, he does that there. Okay, yeah. So that's what I knew was over. When he brought his queen to e8 or e1, he does it in a couple moves. He brings that down. I don't go for it. I bring my bishop to h5. That's when I knew it was over. Because now with this, I'm going to take, which I did. I took his knight, and then it opens up his king for attack. And I can really just swing my queen over and start the attack, which is what I did, right? But at first, I brought the bishop over here because I wanted to pin his knight to the castle, because he's not going to move his knight until he gets his rook out the way. I said his castle. I always call the rook the castle because it castles. Okay, so here I take the knight right here. So he has to take with the pawn or not. He loses a piece. It opens up his queen. And then I saw this right here. This was easy. But did I make this move? Go back. Yep, I make that move. I go to knight h5. I swing my queen over, and that was pretty much it. Now, when he brought his... Well, he has to move his king. When he brought his knight over to e2, that was a good move. Because I bring my queen over. And I could still check him. So I wanted to get rid of that pawn. But I couldn't bring my knight over just yet. Because if I brought my knight over, he would have took it with his knight, right? And then obviously I would have taken it back, but then it would have just messed this up. So what I was thinking what I was going to do was bring this rook over, but then I misclicked. I brought it over here. I wanted to bring it over here, swing it to e8, bring it up to e6, and then bring it over to g6, right? So that can wake it. But then I go, what's it? So he moves over. So this is where I made the misclick right here, and then I was like, crap. Then he takes that. I take back. The mistake he made was taking this pawn with his knight, because then it allowed me to bring my knight. Like if he would have kept his knight there and just kept bringing his pawns down, it would have been better for him. All right. But what he does, he gets greedy. He takes that, and then that was checkmate right here, because I just bring my knight over, and then boom. All right. That's pretty much it. But the crypto markets are looking pretty good. I think, again, June, July are going to be some good months for crypto. I think maybe even tonight we'll see a new all-time high, right? But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.